welcome back to That Girl with Books. I'm Ria for those of you who don't know me, and I'm here with a new reading vlog. But basically this is not a reading vlog, to be honest. It is more kind of a chit chat, rant, talk, whatever you want to say. It's kind of a video. I wanted to talk about a series that I have read this month. It goes by the name of the Hunted series by Smoak. I was not sure whether I like this series or whether I don't like this series, to be honest. This series was something that when I started reading this, I was intrigued, but when I got in between this series, like on the first book or on the second book, in the middle of in the second book, I was like, why I am reading this? What is this? What has she written? I'm not criticizing this author in this video, to be honest, but I was not sure that whether I like this one or not, or whether this was something that I could recommend someone other, that you should definitely go for this novel if you are into this genre or something. It was something that was really like I couldn't put in a category that whether it was good, whether it was bad, whether it was average, whether it was above average or whatsoever. I couldn't even give it stars, because I was like, a minute I'm liking the novel, the next minute I'm don't liking the novel. A minute I'm liking the couple, I'm really intrigued by their story, and the next minute I'm like, what you are doing? Why you are doing this? What right you have to do this, or what right you have to write this stupid rubbish thing? So that was all this novel about, and this vlog is about. And I would like to know about your review also, or your view about that. If you have read this novel, how you felt, or if you want to contradict me, or if you think that I couldn't get the theme of this novel, or I couldn't understand the author's writing or whatsoever. You are like open to comment and tell me that what you feel about this series before I start telling you about my feelings and how I felt about this series. So this series is kind of really long. I guess this series has 6 books, but I have read only 4 books because I was tired. I was literally tired of reading about this couple, and I wanted them to please stop writing about this couple. This couple doesn't deserve this kind of a hype, or this couple or this relationship or whatever it was. It was toxic, not to a point where you feel that it does not look good, but to a point where it was, I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. I couldn't put it in any category, whether it was toxic, whether it was not toxic, whether the relationship was this or whether the relationship was that. So the very first novel in this series goes by the name of Temptation. So what we see in the first novel is that how our hero and heroine meets. Hero and heroine has a professor-student relation. Mr. Hunter, Professor Hunter, if we say, is the professor, and our heroine, she is Penny Tyler, and she is the youngest in her class because she's intelligent and she has gotten all this scholarship. So she is suffering from a relationship sort of a stuff, because it was her first boyfriend and their relationship was not good. So she was having a really bad day when she meets Professor Hunter for the very first time outside the university in a coffee shop, where she actually spills coffee on herself or on himself, I don't remember. And then Mr. Professor agrees that you should take my jacket or sweater sort of a thing, because it doesn't look that it's your first day and you are all coffee spilled with the shirt and all that stuff. So she agrees and she takes his sweater or jacket, whatever it was, and that's how she meets Professor Hunter for the very first time. And she isn't aware that he's the same professor she is taking class this year. And when they meet again in the class, she is like instantly attracted towards him because he's really handsome, he is aged, and there is age gap between them, I guess a decade or so age gap. And she is like completely attracted, infatuated, or whatsoever, lust, love, whatever you want to say. That's how the first novel is about, how their little secret affair starts, and Professor Hunter is also tempted by her, and somehow he gives into this temptation that it's okay if you are my student, I don't care, I love you, and I want to be with you, and I want to work this relation out. If I talk about the first novel, I think that first novel was okayish, not too much good, not too much bad. How their relationship started, how they met each other, and the way they spent time with each other, what was okay, not up to the par or not down to the par. It was something that was nice, genuine, that yes, people do meet like this, that yes, couple do feel like this or whatever it is. It was okay. The first novel was okay. So again, I told you that I won't be starring this series or starring these novels, but the first one was okay for me. So if you want to genuinely start this series, you should read the first book. The second novel in this series that now I will be talking about is Addiction. So in this in the second novel, we see in the series that is how Professor Hunter and Penny Tyler, our heroine, student plus heroine, is kind of addicted. Both of them are addicted to each other. Both of them knows that this is something that is forbidden, something which should not be allowed, or something which is not in the cards with the god or with the society or whatsoever, but they want to be with each other. And we see that in the second novel it is revealed that Professor Hunter was married prior, and he has this ex-wife drama, and his parents are someone who are not like loving parents. So he also has a childhood where he was not loved, or sort of a childhood where he was abandoned by his own parents, and he was always trying to be the best one or be the best out of the three children so that he could gain the love of his parents, but nothing could ever come out of that. So again, I'll tell you that this second novel was also okay. It's not something that I want to read again, to be honest. It was more like one time read stuff. The second one too. I was intrigued by the plot, that all of a sudden we get to see that Professor Hunter was married and he is this billionaire, and he works in this he not actually works, he used to own this multimillionaire company, and he's a genius, and he wanted to start a new life, and whatever his past demons were, that was the including thing only in this plot. Other than that, I find it almost everything common. Their fights were common, their banter were common, though the way author has written those scenes, those love making scenes or those sex scenes, those were really something up to the level which we read in other novels, in dark romance novels. But again, it was something that which was literally okayish for me, not something that was extraordinary or something that I want to read again and again. So the next novel in this series goes by the name of Eruption. In this series, we see that both of the couples have came around a long way. Like, 1 minute she was searching for another college because she has been expelled because she was in a relationship with his professor, and the next minute she is in New York with Hunter, and their parents have approved, like Penny Tyler's parents, Tyler's parents, and they want to build a life together. And all of a sudden there is a jump where she's now all graduated and he is all happy that they live in New York, and then they have New York problems. To be honest, I felt that the third novel was waste of time. It was like, I was reading this and I was like, why I am reading this? I literally questioned myself at least 10 times that why I am reading this, because the third novel was literally no fun. There was nothing. There was no plot. Only new characters were introduced. Like, we get to know about Professor Hunter's brothers, his father, his mother, what type of characters they are, or what kind of love interest they share, or what kind of life they share with Hunter, and about his ex-wife or whatsoever, and his colleagues and all that stuff. But it was waste of a time for me. So again, couldn't put in a category whether it was okayish, average, above average, below average, or whether I want to read it again or not. If you ask me, I don't want to read it again. I'm happy with first and second novel, not with the third one. Next novel in this series is Devotion. So the last novel we see that now Penny and Hunter are married, and I guess are about 5 years after they are married, and she is pregnant, and he has pierced a bullet through his heart or a chest, and he is unconscious. He is in ICU, and that all happened because of his ex-wife, and uh, Penny thinks that he is still into his ex-wife. He thinks that she is into someone else. They don't trust each other. There are so many trust issues. Then we have relationship issues and whatnot. And for a minute I was like, why you are even a couple if you have so much trust issues? Why you are even a couple if you can't even believe what the other person is saying? Or why are you even a couple if you can't tolerate what the other person is saying and you can't believe or trust him? So it was something that I was really happy when I was reading this novel. Like, I was like, thank God this novel is ending, thank God this couple is ending, thank God their stupid relationship is ending. But the author literally wrote 2 or 3 more novels after this, and I haven't read them. I literally haven't, because I think it's a waste of time. This was exaggerated way more than it should be. Like, it's okay, they are married, they have their happily after, they have their children. Now stop it. I don't want to read their afterlife because their previous life was so boring, literally so boring, toxic, or whatever category you put into. I don't want to read the next novel, so I haven't. And I'll definitely recommend you to not read if you want to read this series. Read till devotion only. You will be happy with the because I was kind of happy with only this reading devotion stuff, not with the other novels. I literally read only 3 pages, or I guess 3 chapters. I'm not sure. It was long time back, and I was like, that's it, I can't do it, I can't read it more. Even though I'm a person that once starts a book, I want to finish it no matter how much I like or how much I don't like it, but I couldn't. Sorry, I couldn't. That's all I had for you in this video, as I talked about our author, about her series. And I'm sorry if she watching this that I don't like your series this much. I'm sorry that I am being honest about it, but the thing is that it was something that I feel that it was way more exaggerated that it should have been, and it was something that I can't read again. It was because I have read so many novels past these years that there are novels that I want to read again and again. I have read almost those novels 50 times, and I still read them whenever I'm stuck or I'm having a reading slump or whatever it is. And this was something that I feel that was not up to the mark. If you have any other book from Smoak that you would like to suggest me, or any other series that you feel that could make me feel that no, she is a author that writes way more good books than this series was, I'll definitely recommend you to comment in the section and let me know. Thank you so much for watching my channel and my video. Like, share, subscribe. Please press the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. Stay at your home and stay safe. Thank you so much.